Last September, we introduced Apple TV 4K, and our customers love it. Since its introduction, the Apple TV business has grown an incredible.
I still have a 720p TV. I don't know what they're talking about.
Today, we've got some great new enhancements to Apple TV 4K and tvOS, and we think you're going to love them. So I'd like to invite Apple TV lead designer Jen Foltz to the stage to tell you all about it. Jen?
Thanks, Tim. Apple TV is built on an incredible platform, tvOS. And tvOS is built specifically for the living room to make it easy to enjoy your favorite TV shows, movies, apps, and games. Now, as Tim mentioned, last September, we introduced Apple TV 4K with the goal of bringing the highest quality cinematic experience right to your home. It offers both 4K and high dynamic range, including support for HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Time said the new Apple TV is a high-fidelity powerhouse. And to ensure you can enjoy this beautiful experience with as much content as possible, iTunes offers the largest collection of 4K HDR movies. And we've upgraded your previously purchased movies to 4K HDR for free on all available titles.
That's pretty awesome.
There are also, thank you, there are also many 4K and HDR TV shows available from popular services like Amazon Prime Video and Netflix. And we know what makes for an amazing cinematic experience is not just great picture quality, it's also incredible sound. So Apple TV 4K is bringing you the latest in audio technology. Dolby Atmos.
I don't even know what that is.
With Atmos, you get room-filling sound, the perfect complement to the stunning visuals of Apple TV 4K. Now, what makes Atmos so special is that unlike a traditional surround sound setup where sound is assigned to channels like the left or the right, Dolby Atmos has the ability to completely immerse you. Atmos moves sound in three-dimensional space, creating an experience with powerful audio that flows all around you. It puts you right in the center of the action. All this with a home theater setup as simple as a Dolby Atmos-enabled soundbar and an Apple TV 4K. In fact, Apple TV 4K is the only streaming player to be both Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos certified.
Cool.
And this fall, iTunes will be bringing you the largest collection of Atmos content anywhere. And just like with 4K HDR, your iTunes libraries will be upgraded to include Dolby Atmos on all supported titles for free.
The free upgrades are pretty spectacular. If you think about it, if you buy a DVD, you don't get that.
These movies and so much more are available in the Apple TV app. The Apple TV app is the center of your video experience, a single place to find and watch what you love across your favorite apps. It's on Apple TV, iPad, and iPhone, where you can find not only on-demand TV shows and movies, but also live content, including sports. The Apple TV app now offers a huge range of live sports. And we've added live news to make it even easier to stay current. The addition of live sports and news providers brings the coverage of the TV app to over 100 video channels, giving you a massive selection of content all in one place. With all this, Apple TV is the best box to connect to your TV. And that's now more true than ever, as more and more cable companies fundamentally shift how video gets to your TV. This typical cable box is becoming a thing of the past, as these companies embrace internet-based delivery. And many of them share our vision of Apple TV as the one device for live, on-demand, and cloud DVR content. And we've already started working with partners around the world to make this a reality. In France, we're working with Canal+. Almost a third of French households subscribe to Canal services, and their subscribers can now choose Apple TV to access more than 100 live channels and some of the biggest sports, including the French Open in 4K. In Switzerland, we've partnered with Salt. Salt just launched a new TV service with more than 300 live TV channels, and it's available exclusively on Apple TV. And I'm really excited to announce that here in the US, Charter Spectrum will be coming to Apple TV late this year.
Does anybody actually like Charter?
That means that up to 50 million homes will be able to choose Apple TV to access all their live channels and thousands of on-demand programs. And they'll be able to use Siri and the TV app to get access to their TV service, not only on Apple TV, but on iPhone and iPad as well. Now, with nearly any cable subscription, you can get access to dozens of video channels, like ESPN, Showtime, NBC, and many more. But it used to be really painful to set up, having to authenticate each app individually. I'm sure all of you have seen that 6-digit code you have to go online and type into a web browser. Well, last year we introduced single sign-on. Enter your cable credentials only once, and we unlock all of the apps your subscription supports. Well, now we're making it even easier with zero sign-on. So now, if you're on your TV provider's broadband network, we'll securely and automatically unlock all the supported apps included with your TV service. No credentials needed, it just works. Charter Spectrum.
That'll be great if it actually works.
This is really
That's
awesome.
Cool.
And Charter Spectrum will be the first to support zero sign-on, and we'll be adding more providers over time. We're also giving you even more options for ways to control your Apple TV. For example, you can get quick access on your iPhone, where Apple TV users will get the Apple TV remote automatically added to Control Center. And for those that have installed home control systems, we're working with the leading providers so that you can use their remotes to control your Apple TV, even including support for Siri. At Apple, I love working with an amazing team, designing for a product that I enjoy every day and on the biggest screen in my home. I get to watch all my favorite movies, TV shows, and more. Over 48 million songs, including the best metal on Apple Music. All of my photos, videos, and memories, as well as thousands of apps and games that many of you have built. And Apple TV brings some amazing views right to my living room with aerials. Now, one of the questions I get asked the most about aerials, especially by my family members, is, where is this? Well, this fall, with just a tap of the Siri remote, you'll now be able to see every aerial location.
Yay, finally. I actually met the guy who produces these at Siri last week.
And you can even swipe between locations, so you can see even more. And today, I have an incredible new location to share with you. For the past year, we've been collaborating closely with an amazing partner, filming some stunning footage from around the world with a very unique vantage point. And here it is. Earth. This is filmed by astronauts aboard the International Space Station. You can see
cool.
Sicily just off the boot of Italy, and check out that Mediterranean Sea. The blue is just phenomenal. So here's a fun fact. The space station makes an orbit every 90 minutes. So that means they get 16 sunrises and sunsets every day. And with all those sunsets, nighttime can be particularly stunning, the way those urban areas pop with light. Here we are flying over South Korea toward Japan. You can see Tokyo coming into view at the top, some distant stars, and even the upper reaches of the Earth's atmosphere, which is that orange band enveloping the Earth. And here's one that might look a little more familiar. This is the Northern California coast heading southward. You can see Lake Tahoe surrounded by snow caps and the San Francisco Bay. These are truly incredible and offer such a unique perspective on the world. I'd like to give a huge thanks to the International Space Station National Lab and CASIS for all their help in making this a possibility.
Imagine the logistics of coordinating with NASA and the astronauts to shoot video for your screensaver.
These are going to look incredible at home in 4K HDR. So that's tvOS. Apple TV gives you amazing picture and sound with 4K, HDR, and now Dolby Atmos. And the Apple TV app is the center of your video experience. Available on Apple TV, iPad, and iPhone, it's the one place to find all your favorite TV shows, movies, sports, and news. And with that, I'll hand it back to Tim. Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, Jen. Apple TV 4K and tvOS look and sound awesome. You're really going to love it. Next up.